Hey, I'm Reggie Phillips. Thank you guys for coming out and sharing this time with us. Some of y'all traveled near, some of y'all from a good long distance, but we thank everybody for coming out and sharing this day with us.
Hi everyone, for those of you that I have not met, I am Cherelle. I'm so glad that you guys are here supporting us, sharing this special moment with us today. So we want everyone to enjoy the night, have fun, and we hope you enjoy this video. See you in a few.
Me and Cherelle met. We actually worked together. When I first got to school, she'd already been there. I was a new teacher, so we were on the same hall.
Reggie and I met at work. We both work at William James Middle School, and my second year there was his first year coming to William James, and his classroom was a couple of doors down from mine across the hall. And so we would just kind of, speak, hi, bye, good morning, that type of thing. And so that's how we met. And then it wasn't until a few years later where we kind of started being around each other a little more through just different activities and things at school.
What attracted me to Cherelle was her the way she carried herself. Mainly the no-nonsense approach she had on the exterior, really being a soft and sweet and loving individual on the inside.
The thing that I was attracted to with Reggie is that he's a very kind person. I know a lot of times people will say, oh, that's a nice guy, but Reggie really is a nice guy. He'll do anything that I ask him, whether it's, like one time I was really hungry, and so I was working a football game. He came all the way to the game to bring me money for food because I didn't have cash, or just always taking the time out to see how I'm feeling if I'm having a rough day. So he just really has that kind heart. He's a really great dad. Another thing is he is a gentleman, and that's one thing that I really liked about him, is that we really just dated for the first 5 months of our relationship. Like, that's what we did. It wasn't, he trying to come over or put any moves on me or anything like that. He was a really nice gentleman, and we just sort of hung out and got to know each other.
Just after being with Cherelle for a while, I realized she was the one. Once I really got to know her, what I knew about her, it made me want to be a better man.
I knew that Reggie was someone that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. It wasn't one specific moment, but over time it was just a few different things of me realizing the type of person that he is. He just really made me special and made me realize that someone really can love me for who I am. And I didn't really have that experience with anyone else, and then I started finding myself doing things that I didn't really used to do, I would always talk about people who would be at the restaurants sitting on the booth on the same side, and they end up being me, and the holding hands, affectionate type, just started really seeing myself do things that I didn't used to do. We both experienced a lot of firsts with each other, whether that was experiencing things together or us introducing each other to something. So it was just a combination of things that made me see and realize that he truly is a good person, and that I wanted to be with him. And also Reggie is just, and honestly it gets on my nerves sometimes, but he kind of has a quiet personality, so whenever I go to him about certain things, and he's just sitting there not having anything to say, and so I'm like, hello, what are you not gonna say anything? But that is one thing that I really love about him. He's non-confrontational. Anything that I've had an issue with, or I came to him about something, he does a really good job of trying to correct the situation or be better, and just making me feel, secure with everything. And so that's one thing that I really love about him as well.
Hi, proposal. I told my homegirl I was gonna go get a ring. She hopped on the internet, started making calls, finding out who had specials, who had deals. So she came to me and told me where different places I should look and things like that. So me and Cherelle, we went out, we looked at the rings, asked if I was gonna buy her a ring, what would she want. So we went out, looked, took a few pictures. One day I got off of work, went over to, stopped at the jewelry store. None of the rings that we saw that she liked, she took pictures of, could I find that exact ring. So we ended up, the lady that helped me, we ended up kind of looking at the top ones that she liked and kind of finding something that was similar. Then I made the decision I was going to do it when we went on vacation. We had planned a vacation plan to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And so I called over there, made plans. They told me that they would have the butler that would help me, make everything that I had planned come out. So get there on vacation. It actually was the 4th of July. She almost killed me that day. Earlier that day, we got on a banana boat and it flipped over. She had on a life jacket, but she didn't realize that all she had to do was just float. She wanted to be on top of me. So, but after that, moving forward, we got to, had dinner planned. I had dinner reservations at a restaurant on the resort. I had a guy, Antonio, he was supposed to take the pictures on the beach. So we were gonna walk down, supposed to walk down past him. He was gonna see where we were, and then we were gonna come back about halfway, and then I was gonna propose, he was gonna take the pictures. Well, the restaurant took so long. I think it took over an hour before they even brought our appetizers out. And so at that point, that was out the window. There's no way we can make that work because it was dark. There wasn't any lighting on the beach. I was pissed. I went off on the manager of the restaurant. He's trying to give me excuses why. He was sorry, but it just didn't work out. So I had to come back, make up a lie to Cherelle, or a story to Cherelle about why I didn't have my phone. And the whole time, the guy that was supposed to be taking pictures with my phone, he had it. So he came back. The butler that helped me set it up, Karina, we come back, and she realized that she didn't have a ring on. So got Cherelle, left her in the room looking for my phone, and I went out there and talked to Karina. Get out there, I talked to Karina. She set up something else for Antonio for me to do it at the pool. So I take her back over. I actually told Cherelle they had my phone in the front at the hotel lobby desk. So we went back over there, got a couple glasses of champagne, walked out to the pool, and proposed to her.
Reggie proposed to me July 4th. We were in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and we were getting ready to go to dinner. And that night we already planned to go have a walk on the beach. And so we had dinner reservations. We went to dinner. It was taking a super long time for us to get our food. As we were just sitting there talking, I noticed that Reggie didn't have his phone. And so I asked him about it, and he said that he left it in the room. And so I asked him, I'm like, well, why didn't you go back and get it? So he was just like, oh, it's okay. So we're just sitting there waiting. And I can see that he's kind of getting irritated. I was too, because I was hungry, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. So as he is still talking to the manager, by this time the food comes. And so Reggie comes back over, and I'm asking him, what did the guy say, and he tells me that he's explaining to the guy that, it's taking our food a long time to get here. You know, it's getting dark. So, and at one point I even asked Reggie if he wanted to just go back to the room or get room service. But we ended up staying at the restaurant. And so after we left the restaurant, we went back to the room to get the phone. So I'm looking around for the phone. We can't find it anywhere. Then he leaves out to go to our go to the butler's desk, and I'm kind of like peeping out of the door because I'm nosy. And so you know, when he comes back, I'm like, okay, did they have the phone? Because he maybe thinks that he left it there. So he tells me, yeah, they have it. It's at the front desk of the front desk of the actual hotel. So he's like, okay, you want to go with me there? So I'm like, cool. So we go there, and he tells me the guy that we're supposed to be looking for, but Reggie is kind of just standing around. So I'm like, okay, who's the guy? You know? So I actually am the one who goes up to the counter, and I'm like, hey, where's so-and-so? I don't remember his name. And they're like, okay, we can call him. So they called the guy. We're still kind of just waiting. Reggie takes me out. Like right outside, they have like the pool area and a bar. And so as he's taking me out there, I'm wondering, why are we going out here when we're supposed to be, you know, right here waiting for the guy? So we go out there, we just kind of sitting around, talking, waiting for this guy to bring the phone. And, you know, Reggie just started telling me about how good of a time he was having with me and how much he loved me. And, you know, he gets on one knee and asks me to marry him. He pulls out the ring, and then I start seeing flashing lights from behind me. So when I look, there's the guy who had Reggie's phone the entire time, and he's snapping pictures of us. And so, you know, we drink champagne. He actually ordered champagne. I missed that part. He actually ordered champagne for us, so we were drinking that. And then the guys out there taking pictures of us. And so I guess he had the whole thing planned, and I had no idea.
Cherelle, today, finally, I'm glad today is finally here. Ready to get past everything with the wedding, move forward with our lives. Thank you for being you. Thank you for the woman that you are to me, the woman that you are to Hannah, and you know, just so happy that forever starts today.
I just want to say that I'm really happy with you, and I just thank God for you coming into my life. And I just, you know, am truly happy that someone came along and really loved me for who I am. And that, because I never expected to even, you know, find somebody at work or even, you know, a guy like Reggie. But I truly am happy with you. And, you know, I think we really have grown as a couple. I really do love you. I love that you support me. You encourage me. You know, throughout these few years that we have been together, the experiences that we have, I just really have enjoyed them. I'm excited to see where exactly God takes us from here. And I just want you to know that I'm there for you always. I will be there for you also emotionally. I will support you in anything that you do. I will be loyal to you, pray for you. And I'm just really happy. And I just want you to know how much I really do love you. I care for you, and I appreciate you.
Share my life. Share. Hey girl, you can trust in me.